Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Merlin Magic, and today it's got a really cool mentalism performance for you, and afterwards I've got a tutorial. So I've got my lovely assistant here, and she's going to be your eyes and ears of this trick. So let's get straight into it. We've got ourselves a nice deck of bicycle cards here. I want my assistant to verify that it's in no setup order for the audience, just by shuffle them however you like. When you're satisfied that they're in no particular order, that I couldn't possibly know the order, then just let me know. Like I said, this is for your benefit as well, guys. You know, I haven't set anything up, we haven't pre-arranged anything. This is all just live. So you just know what I'm actually going to be doing.
Done.
Brilliant. So now we've got ourselves a randomised deck. Now, this is a prediction trick. There's loads of prediction tricks out here. What I'm going to attempt is I'm going to use my mentalism skills to try and ahead of time predict a random card she's going to select by placing cards down like so, and then she has a free will of saying to stop. But it's my job as the mentalist to influence her to stop when I want her to stop. I'm even going to tell her where she's going to stop ahead of time, but she still won't be able to not stop on the card I want her to. So let's put that to the test. If it sounds great, give it a huge thumbs up and we'll be on with the performance now. So as you've heard in the instructions, I want you to now, in a minute, start placing cards down, as many as you want. Don't feel like I'm influencing you. You can put a few down at a time, in a nice rhythm. And whenever you feel like you want to stop, just say stop and that'll be the number we'll deal to. Okay, so I'm going to now tell you both ahead of time that she here is going to place down the 4 of clubs. She's going to stop at the 4 of clubs. There's nothing she can now do to stop herself from being influenced by my suggestion that she is now going to deal down to the 4 of clubs without her knowing. Okay, so just whenever you're ready, just start dealing down. Like I said, a couple at a time, 3, 4 at a time, like that. Do them in clumps. Just whenever you feel like you want to stop, we'll just mark that stop. And once you've done the remaining cards you're not going to deal down, just place them to one side so it's clear where the cut is. Okay, so do you want it? This is your last opportunity to now place some more cards down.
No, this one.
You're certain this is where you want to stop. So as you see here, guys, she has now dealt down some cards. She is happy that she stopped here. She thinks it's a free choice. In fact, just so we know there's no funny business, so I can't touch the cards, I'm just going to place that card box onto the pile so I cannot touch them. So for the benefit of you guys and the audience with me here, that I cannot now touch the cards and slip, do some mad sleight and slip the 4 of clubs under there. I have now psychologically conditioned her to stop at the 4 of clubs. She didn't know she stopped at the 4 of clubs, but I've put it in her mind that she needs to stop on the 4 of clubs, and that is what she's done. So if this test has gone right, this card here is the 4 of clubs. So could you now reveal and show the camera where you've actually stopped at? And there we see the 4 of clubs. There was nothing she could have done to stop herself from stopping on the 4 of clubs. And that is the mentalism trick, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, you want the tutorial? Oh, of course. I promised you a tutorial on how to do it, didn't I? Would you like to know how this is done?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So this is a very easy mentalism trick, but it gives you, audience members, the impression that you really can read minds, influence minds. Like I said, once you've learned how this is done, if you want to rewind and listen to what I'm saying, it will all now tie in with the trick. Because, to be honest, most of it is, a lack of a better word, it's a load of rubbish. All you do ahead of time is the selection you want them to stop at. So I chose the 4 of clubs. Let's just change it so you can see it working. I've now, before the trick has started, I've now selected here the King of Diamonds, if you can see that. So it's a new deck. So these are fancy kind of like picture cards. You take the card you want to select and place it under the box, or if you have a notepad and you want to write down the King of Diamonds on a notepad, then close the notepad up, place your prediction under the pad and just leave it somewhere off, just for the benefit of the camera, somewhere like that, where it just looks like a normal playing card box or notepad. From then on, they can now shuffle, because you now know no matter where they shuffle to, they will not actually be able to get to that prediction. So they really do have a free shuffle. They can mix it up as long as they want. They can get other people to do it, because you know ahead of time that they cannot mix this card into the deck because it's under here without them knowing. From this moment on, it's all about presentation. Like I said, if you've been watching some of my videos, a lot of the secrets are simple, but it's the presentation that kills the trick. That's what gets the killer reaction. The how you talk about the trick, how you interact with your audience member. So then, if you remember what I said, I'm now going to accurately predict ahead of time the card she's going to stop on. And all that is, like I said, it's a load of rubbish, because she can really deal down as far as she wants. Say she decided to stop there. You can even say, do you want to add a few more on? 50% of people will add 1 or 2 more cards. And that makes it even more embedded in their brain that they could have stopped at any moment, yet they stopped on the card you predicted. From that point, you say, let's just ditch these cards so you know where you've stopped. This is where your notepad, or in my case, my playing card box comes into handy. Okay, just so you know, there's no funny bits. We're just going to mark it here. And so you know I can't do any funny sleight of hand. I'm going to make it so it's impossible for me to now influence these cards. All you've done is place the forced card onto the top without them knowing. Then from then on, it's all about your presentation and revealing the fact you could have stopped it anywhere. Say if you'd put 1 more down, you would have stopped at the 3 of clubs. But no, you decided to stop on the King of Diamonds. So that is the trick. It gets great reactions. It's a great beginner's mentalism trick, which has an amazing effect. Go out and try it on a group of friends or family, and I guarantee you'll get fantastic response. And they mostly won't be able to work out how it's done, because it's just so simple. They're more listening to your instructions than what's actually around them. That's what makes the trick so great. So if you enjoyed this trick, please give it a huge like if you haven't done already, and also subscribe to the channel so you can see some of my future content, and make sure you don't miss out on anything. I've got some really killer tricks coming up next week, so make sure your notification bells are turned on for them. I've been Merlin Magic, you've been my wonderful audience, and I'll see you next time.